So if y'all were to break up, would you ever get back?
No.
I don't think they're gonna answer honestly.
We're gonna answer honestly.
I was gonna say
Y'all are dating.
Now, our situation is actually a little funny because we've actually dated before and we broke up and got back together.
There you go, guys.
I don't know, I feel like women are really, really petty. So as soon as you try and get back, the first fight is like, well, remember when you did this? Well, you remember this is why we broke up in the first place.
They're young, so I get it. Ultimately, it's about sex. They gotta enjoy fucking you.
Bro, there's love and lust. Lust, you don't need trust. That's a good one.
Somebody write that down.
Hey.
There you go. If you had no money, her pussy is not gonna get with you.
All right, guys, welcome again to Bare With Bala. And today, we're gonna talk about the best topic that you guys have been thinking about forever. It's called, is it okay to get back with your ex? And I want to introduce my fellow peeps. Here you go, Pete, Sean, right there. And this is a beautiful couple here, they're dating.
Hey.
Juan and Jerry. Hopefully after the show they don't break up, but let's see what happens. Let's keep going, all right? So first question to the beautiful lady, ladies first, right, always. So, Jerry, have you ever gotten back with your ex? And if so, tell me why and why not?
Wait, I don't think they're gonna answer honestly. It's impossible.
We're gonna answer honestly.
I was gonna say
Y'all are dating. They gotta be peaceful. Go ahead. I wanna hear that shit.
have I ever gotten back with an ex? Yes. Will I ever do it again? No. My reasoning on that, and I don't think it's ever something that'll actually work out, is once you break up with somebody, there's like this, I don't know, like something in the back of your head where there was obviously an initial problem in y'all's relationship. And I feel like from a woman's point of view, that's always gonna be a problem. It's never like something that just goes away. Like if we get into an argument, unfortunately, it's always something that's in the back of my head. It's not like, oh, that situation just goes away. People forgive, but they don't forget. So it's always like an undermining situation in your relationship. I've tried to get back with an ex before. It doesn't work out. I don't know, I feel like women are really, really petty. So as soon as you try and get back, the first fight is like, well, remember when you did this? Well, you remember this is why we broke up in the first place. So I don't think that that's something that can actually work.
Alright, so let me ask you this then. So if y'all were to break up, would you ever get back with them?
No.
There she goes. The answer was true then. That was it. What about you, Juan? What do you think?
Personally, I don't think you should ever get back with an ex. Now, our situation is actually a little funny because we've actually dated before and we broke up and got back together.
There you go, guys. They've dated before.
Right. So to what she was saying though, a lot of times like we'll have conversations and we have a running joke of, we call it our first marriage, you know, and we reference that, talk about things like that and, you know, whatever. But me personally, I don't maintain any contact with any of my exes. Like I was in a really long relationship, had an apartment together, we had a dog, had the little dog Instagram and all of that.
Like doggy style or dog?
The animal dog, right? So when we broke up, like I moved out, she took my dog, I blocked her number, I blocked her Instagram, I blocked the dog's Instagram.
Dog had an Instagram?
The dog had an Instagram. He blocked too, she blocked too. Once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. We obviously, it didn't work out for a reason. And as someone who takes relationships personally, there's no point in wasting your time at that point. Like you can't get that time back. So you just gotta cut your ties and be done with it.
Okay. That's legit. So you have something exceptional that she got back with you, even though you were actually an ex. So he's the outlier. You know what outlier is? This is the median zone, and then they're outlier. He's an outlier. So he's an exceptional guy. So you must have something that drew you back. What do you think drew you back? Because you went against your own.
I did.
Okay, so tell me what happened. What made you go back to Juan? Because literally, he's the ex.
So when Quan and I first started talking, I had just gotten out of a 4-year relationship. And then I knew that Quan was a good guy. So I started talking to Quan. Quan asked me to be his girlfriend. And I was like, why would I not? There's no reason for me to say no. Then literally, I want to say like 3 weeks went by and I was like, I am not ready to be in a relationship. And that's why we stopped talking. A whole year went by. We hadn't talked in a whole year. And we started hanging out again, and it was like, no, this is like home. So it was like we dated, but our relationship wasn't far enough along for me to say, okay, that's an ex. Like, I don't even consider him an ex-boyfriend. You know what I mean? So that's part of the reason that I'm like,
soulmate. It's a soulmate.
yeah, that's like my best friend. We do everything together.
Okay. All right, Sean, what do you think, Sean?
I think the situation dictates. If we're talking about like an ex as far as like a boyfriend and girlfriend, or we're talking about an ex as far as like a husband or a wife. But but remove all the outliers. So I think you should get back on the ex now. I think that depending on how much time go past after healing and all those things, I think that the person, what qualified them to be a significant other in the beginning, after you've healed and moved on and established and got better at whatever, that person might not even qualify to be in a relationship with you at that point. So let's say, prime example, right? Let's say like you're with somebody, y'all go through a tumultuous relationship, and then y'all stop talking, and then you take the time to get your mental together. You take the time to heal your heart. You take the time to like level up, get right in the gym, and all these other things that people do when they go through breakups. And then you fast track that, and let's say that takes you a year, right? Your prices then went up at that point. So then you sit there and like you vet that ex that swings the block, and like the price ain't the same. You're not paying the same toll to get through that door anymore. And if that person hasn't done the same thing, right, put all the work you did, they don't qualify to even stand in the room with you again. So I think situation does dictate, but for the most part, if we just talking generally speaking, I don't think prices went up at that point. So I don't think you should get back to that.
What if you, like, let's say you're you broke up for a certain reason, right? You say, oh, I can't deal with this, I'm gonna break up, you broke up. And then you grow, right? Our minds change, we grow up, or, like I said, your price went up, your mind's changed, you got more mature, say you started dating when you were 18, 19, now you're 30, okay? And now the ex comes back to you and says, now you agree with everything she said, because, women mature faster than men do. We all know that, right?
Right.
I think so. Maybe that's another topic for a podcast. But I think women mature faster. And so the things she said when you were 18 or 19, you didn't agree with it, you broke up, and now you're 30, and now you agree with her. Well then, you say, oh, what you said, now she wants to date you, you agree with her, would you start dating again?
I don't think so. Right, because like the potential was always there, right? Like I think when it comes to men, I was talking to somebody about this, I talked to somebody yesterday. Like when it comes to men, like I personally believe in no shots at women, but I personally believe that men, like we have all those things in us, right? It just takes time for us to unlock them. So like prime example, when I was married, the person who I was when I was married, I'm still that person. I've grown, I've matured, but like all of those attributes that made me great at that point still making me great now. I just matured in age like wine. So like if you couldn't, I think it's a double standard, but like you can't stay down with me when I'm in that rough patch. Why would I reconsider you when I'm still the same person? I just have a bunch of other, like my flowers bloomed now. It's the same person, I have the same issues. Like I've learned to address them, and I'm in the room with those demons now, right? But I'm aware of them, and I know how to like combat them, or have already did the work to put them aside. But like, why would I allow you back in that room? Like to me, it's just that backwards.
That's good. That's a good way to put it. What do you think, Pete? Pete's been listening to all of us. I'm sure he's got the wise words here, so we're gonna let Pete break it out.
They're young, so I get it. Ultimately, it's about sex. Did I enjoy fucking you?
Oh, love it.
When it comes down to it, I don't give a fuck. What our problem was, I don't give a fuck. What you were talking about.
Right.
Did I enjoy being in you? It's fucking simple, bro. All this other dumb shit is like, I don't give a fuck if you heal. Fuck if you heal or not. I got shit I want to talk about. It's male fucking mental health month. Who the fuck can I talk to? Nobody, but I can get that dick off if I like it. You get what I'm saying? So like, what the fuck is the point? Like an ex? Nah. Will I fuck her a little bit? Maybe. Do I want to hear her fucking mouth? No. There's too many other bitches in the world. Are we serious? Like,
we're going deep, man. We go deep. So that brings up a great topic. So, how important is sex in the relationship? And if you were to rank sex, financial stability, and trust. How would you rank those, and how important is sex here? You go first. And go deep.
You said financial stability. What are the other two things you said?
Trust and sex.
I think trust is the most important thing. I feel like I can't even have sex with somebody I don't trust because I don't know what you're doing outside of me. So I feel like trust is the most important thing. I'm young. I feel like nobody my age is financially stable. I'm not even financially stable, to be completely honest. So I don't think that that's like a big thing right now. I feel like you're not really financially stable till you've like hit your 29, 30. Like I don't think anybody is financially stable till then. I'm gonna put that last. I think sex is important.
So sex is number one.
No, I think trust is number
Trust
one.
is, okay, so let's talk about trust. The trust means you gotta share your location. Yeah, we're not talking share your location. We're talking about, what's that, Live 360? I gotta know where you've been all day. Like, now when I'm looking, you gotta, oh, you're here. Oh, I'm going to Concrete Cowboy. And Mark said, oh, yeah, there you are. You're here. Where you been before you went? Where you been an hour, 2 hours? You know what I'm saying? So if I go to work, so is it Live 360 or is it share location? What about your text? Am I allowed to read all your texts? Am I allowed to follow somebody on their gram? Say I went to a bar and I met somebody, obviously on the opposite sex, I believe. But, you know, so say you met somebody and you added them. Are you expecting your significant other to tell you, hey, I added this person on the gram, or you say you go to your Instagram follow list and say, okay, I had 175 followers. Say, for example, Quan had 175 followers yesterday. Today is about 177. Who are the two you added last time? You expect them to say, oh, I met Diana. I met Jay. So tell me about trust. What do you mean by trust? So how trust, where's the line of trust? Oh, so, the trust would be like, oh, I smashed somebody yesterday too. That could be honest for trust.
I work in the club, right? I work nightlife. I've bartended high volume for 7 years. I do this 7 days a week, 6 days a week. I follow so many people. Half the time I don't even know who these people are the next morning. And I'm also sober, so I don't drink. So
I used to.
I used to drink a lot. I don't feel like.
So tell me about the day you drank.
I don't feel like, at least for now, between Quan and I's relationship, he doesn't ask who I follow. But also, like, if he were to ask, it's not like I can't tell you who I followed or why I followed them. I text my, people that come to see me once or twice a week or whatever. I text them consistently, like, hey, I'm working tonight again. Hey, come see me. It could be men, it could be women, but it's not people I hang out with outside of work. Like, I don't hang out with these people outside of work. I think that's our level of trust, is that work is work and home life is home life. Like, I don't even hang out with you and I've known you for 6 years. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's just like, that level of trust for me is that. Same with him. He also bartends. Talk for yourself. Talk your shit.
Are you talking for him? Well, tell us about it.
So,
what's trust for you?
Trust for me is that open, honest communication. Doesn't really matter who you're talking to, but if I have a question or if I want to see something, do I have the freedom to see it? That kind of thing. In terms of where those rank, I would say trust is my number one for sure. Because quite frankly, my dick's not getting hard if I don't trust you, like you have some type of emotional connection. I can't even fuck you.
Sure.
So trust is definitely number one.
100%. If you're in a relationship, if you want to smash, you can smash anybody. But if you want to
ever get you to never smash, you trusted her?
No. If I'm in a relationship,
there's levels to it though. Like, everybody you fuck, you don't trust them with your life, but you trust enough about them to fuck them.
Bro, there's love and lust. Lust, you don't need trust.
Where's
that's a good one.
Somebody write that down.
Hey, lust, you don't need trust.
Somebody write that down.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
I feel like it's different when you're in a relationship. I feel like when you're in a relationship, you're committed to somebody, you want to have trust with them, you see that person in a totally different realm than you see some random broad you met at rodeo in Dallas. Like,
when you were drunk. after 6 shots.
Yeah, more than that. You probably drink a bottle, and then that girl that looks like a man looks great, and you don't need to know if she's a man or a woman.
The ultimate form of trust is marriage, right? You trust that person enough to love you beyond all else. 56% of marriages all end in divorce. I'm a realist that y'all are together now. That year that you weren't with her, that other dude was. So it's your time now. It'll eventually be somebody else's turn. Sorry.
What if they get married?
They may. You know how many married women are fucking? Like, it's just a part of life.
Oh my Lord.
That's it.
Are we telling the truth or we
No,
fucking in?
No, it's the truth. It's the truth.
It sounds good and trust is good, but bro, I can tell you one thing. Above all this trust and most other than trust and financial stability and sex. If you don't have no money, her pussy, trust me, her pussy's not gonna get wet when you have sex. There you go. If you had no money, her pussy is not gonna get wet. She don't wanna talk to you. You can be the ugliest motherfucker in the world, look like a fucking booger bag. If you got money, her pussy wet. It's like, hey daddy. You feel me? So
I see what you're saying. I disagree though, because respectfully, some of these women be fucking bums. I got enough money to pay my bills, do what I want to do.
That ain't no money. That's my whole point. Once you get to no offense. Once you
we're older. See, we're older.
That's what I'm about to tell you. Once you get to an age where once you get to your 30s, bro, and men really start capping off at about 35. That drive gonna hit you. Right now, you learning life because you just got, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once you get to that grown man level, about 30, 35, it's like a horse gonna kick you in your nuts and you ain't gonna think about nothing but grinding, making money. I'm 49. I was fucking a bitch last week that was 21. She was having a good time. I was too. Know why? Because I got money. You get what I'm saying? No money, no money. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
That sounds like somebody on Harry Hot, bro.
I see what you're saying, but also the fact that you're saying you're 49 and like that's your point of view, like you've lived through. I don't know if you've been married. I don't know what your relationship. That's what I'm saying. Is you've already done all of this.
What?
Yeah.
Every time I got broke, them bitches is gone, bro.
We don't both. I mean, not trying to shit on our financials,
Y'all are doing good.
but like, yeah, we're doing well to be 24 and 25.
Yeah.
But also like I said and like you said, like we haven't hit our 30s, so we don't know what we're gonna be like when we're 30. I don't even know what I'm gonna be like. My birthday's next week, and I don't even know what I'm gonna be like then. You know what I mean? So 25. But yeah, just stuff. So like, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, outside of the fact that I do think trust is important, at least in my relationship. But I do think that age has something to do with it. I do think that your point of view, your mindset changes as you get older. I don't think that forever that's not going to be.
Y'all have women for the most part have no logic. Y'all are emotional, and men have no logic.
Gotcha.
No offense, but like you're gonna see something like you'll see a fucking dead cat on the street, and oh my heart, I'll be like, bro, kick that shit out the street, let's go. Like you feel what I'm saying? It's just a man and a woman type of thing. Y'all, you know what? Women get dressed up and all pretty. Men do shit to impress other men. That's why we work, we grind, we make our money. He's gonna be a beast because he's around older men that are doing it. So, but women, y'all don't get dressed up to impress us. Y'all get dressed up to impress other women just so she can say, oh, she's cute, thank you. You worked the whole fucking year just to get that one you cute from another woman.
I want to chime in.
Yeah.
Just because like I've been in my 20s, now I'm in my 30s, right? So I've been through a couple, and I haven't gotten to my 40s and 50s yet. So when I get there, I'm pretty sure I'll share a bunch of sentiment. But I think when it comes to ranking and stacking, like I sat here and thought about like what, just because you said you're in your 20s, I thought like what I championed in my 20s, what I champion now, 35 to 36 this year, and then what that's the only two I can compare, right? And sitting at my 20s, I championed trust, right? And in my 20s, especially early 20s, I championed trust, and that was only until like I realized that I couldn't even trust myself because what I perceived to be accurate wasn't accurate, right? Whether it's in relationships, whether it's in life or whatever, right? So we come out of high school thinking like it's a fairy tale. We're gonna be together for the rest of our lives. And then you build that and you trust that thought until like that thought breaks because you think like, hey, this person means this much to me, and I think they mean that much they mean that much to me, I mean that much to them, and then you realize that that breaks somehow, right? So trust drops on that notch, right? Mm-hmm. And then you get to sex, right? And then you're thinking like, all right, bet I could probably fuck this person into submission, right? And then you realize that like, bro, that shit don't really mean nothing because like, she could walk outside and just say, I'm single, and 10 motherfuckers run up on her and try to, you know what I'm saying? And it's just not sustainable, right? So at this big ass age of 35, right? I also realized when it comes to financial stability, when I got down bad, just like he said, that motherfucker was gone. You know what I'm saying? So like, and the thing about it is when you get to that point or that level of success, that's the only thing that they can murder about you. Is he broke, he can't do this, he can't do that, etc. Right? So at this age now, I understand that financial stability for a man is always going to be king. It's always going to be important. Everything else will follow because sex, that's going to come down to dust easy. Trust, you can't trust anybody as far as you can throw them. You know what I'm saying? Like only people that I can trust are my 3 kids. I know for a fact I can trust them. And that's right now, because they all under 10. You know what I'm saying?
And wait till they do something go.
So, Sean, you gotta answer it this way. Great comments, okay? But you said financial stability is most important for women. What's most important for you, though? That's the question, is for you. In a woman.
Oh, in a woman?
Yeah. That's what we're answering is in your partner.
In your partner, because she has a partner, trust was most important. So for you, sex was most important. For you, what's most important? And he said trust too. Did you say trust?
I did. That's my number one.
I think trust is most important. Because like where I want to be and where I'm trying to go, like I can't have somebody to sabotage that internally.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So like sabotage, like trust, like I can be, you know what I'm saying? I can be in my apartment working and like if she's doing some weird shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna work, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, she's been talking to others.
I'm a single parent. I'm a single parent. My kids live with me, so like if I can't trust you to have you around like my children in my inner circle. You know what I'm saying? Like around my Rolex or like going through my accounts and shit like that. Like to me, that's a much bigger betrayal. Like I'm not worried about, you know what I'm saying, sex. I'm not pressed off of it.
That's why.
Yeah. I can figure that out. I'm not pressed off of like what else? Financial stability because like, bro, he just said it. Like, bro, I'd fuck with a badass chick that work at McDonald's before I bust my ass for a corporate woman who makes almost as much as me, but like she's a headache. Like
just
that's valid.
So like for my peace internally and where I am at currently at life, trust is
I think for me too, just honestly, if you're in a relationship, but if it's lust, you don't need trust. You know? But if it's love, you need to trust.
It's mandatory.
I think we agree with
But
that.
see, you can't find
consensus on that.
For a man, women are hypergamous. So they're always looking for that man with a bag. So you can't really find. In order to find love, what do? Rent a fucking apartment and buy a broke down Honda? Because a female comes to my house, she's no longer about me. She's looking at, damn, what can I get? Does it make sense?
But you don't want that one. You know,
No, but we got them everywhere.
But we gotta provide. But what I'm saying is, if she's materialistic,
But how do you know?
you just said she's looking at everything. What if you're broke? Then what happens?
The women and the hoes run together now, so it's hard to tell them apart.
Social media.
That fucked up everything. Social media fucked up dating. If you knew dating in the 90s, you would totally see it totally different. Everybody thinks they're supposed to have. A woman would rather have a $3,000 Chanel purse and nothing in this motherfucker than to have a paper sack with $3,000 in it. Make that make sense.
That's a hell of a point.
Good
Not me,
point.
baby. I'll buy the Louis Vuitton with my $4,000 in my pocket. Baby, I ain't finna have no Louis.
But
Don't categorize me in that topic, because baby, I grew up poor. I grew up with a single dad. I think that's why I see it so different from y'all and from other women. Is like I grew up with a single dad, So I grew up with a dad who took care of me my whole life. So I see what y'all are saying about financial stability. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm trying to, I don't have kids. My mom did daycare for 20 years, so like I grew up around kids. I understand the financial stability part of it. I understand the sex part of it. But like, my dad also got married and has been married for 20 years now. So I grew up with a single dad who got married, and she wasn't my mother until 5 years ago. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I see it so open-mindedly, is like, one, don't think you could ever get back with your ex. Two, I think trust is important, even just in a friendship. And I think financial stability is more important to men than it is to women.
So a question for you, right? To his point, right? Of everybody look the same. Like, no disrespect here, but like, what's the difference from the way you physically appear now, right, with a different mindset, and then like all the other sack chasers that can come in here and sit next to you? Everybody will be like, damn, she's gorgeous. She has long hair. She has her eyebrows done. She dresses nice. She's gorgeous, right? And all the other hoes will be, the other 9 will be stacked up, and you're like, all right, pick the 9 hoe out of all of them.
That's a good one.
Like, what would be, like, how would we know if everyone looks the same?
That's actually.
You gotta date him and find out. You don't date him. Well, according to Pete, you gotta have sex first.
It works.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. That's good. Something to ponder. But let's think about this. How important is nostalgia in your relationship? And what I mean by that is, say you dated somebody. You know, you were with somebody. You used to go to this restaurant all the time, or you used to go to you go to Paris all the time, or not Paris, Texas, or Paris, France. You know, you used to travel places, and you used to always do this, or you used to watch a show together. You know, whether it's Breaking Bad or Love Island, you know, whatever the show is, right? So, and now you date somebody else. Would you do the same things with them that you did with your ex? Like, or would you think about those things, and when you do that, you're like going back to your previous, let's say you had sex and you always did missionary, and you know, like, now you don't want to do missionary because you always did missionary with that girl. You know, like, think about it.
I'll say this. I dated somebody. I wouldn't even say who they are, but I dated somebody and like realized that they was cheating on me, but I didn't fuck them. I'm like,
Wow.
And that's how I knew it was like, yeah, it's something different. So like that nostalgia shit, you could kind of like.
I agree with you, because I had the same thing happen. That's how I found my ex was cheating. That's exactly.
When we started, like that's not even our shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was a long distance relationship. I was like, yeah, that's not even our shit. Like when you start doing that, then
How'd you find out?
What you mean?
Like cheating.
So specifically, I flew in to meet with this specific person, and we've been fucking for a long time. So like it was kind of not saying that it was a script, but like I knew what, you know what I'm saying, sex was like, right? And then like that person was just like, hey, not that, let's do this, and like we go on that, and it was sex. But I started thinking about it, like while I'm fucking, like this, what's this? You know what I'm saying? Then I just kept it in my brain. Then again, I flew in, so like go down to her car, and like the music that she listened to, she's listening to some deep south shit, and I'm like, when the fuck you start listening to this? You know what I'm saying? Like, so another, you know what I'm saying, dropping the hat. And then I think I took her car to go to the gas station, and when I turned the car on, across the
Not the
Bluetooth
car.
said Lil Baby. It said Red Baby. And I'm like, who the fuck is Red Baby? And then like it just all came out. Like I ended up going upstairs, chopping up about it, and it kind of all came out after that.
This is why I don't support long distance relationships. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah.
That is nasty fucking work.
Like you do the same things, and you kind of get to rep. But to answer your question about the nostalgia, I think it kind of depends, right? Like if I live a certain type of lifestyle and the woman that I'm dating doesn't live that lifestyle, I'm not gonna like not do things that I enjoy doing just to, I guess, like switch it all up. If that makes sense.
But don't you grow apart then, or not? Because I get it totally, because that was my life as well. So you grow up, especially women and men, you're in a relationship, you can go different ways, right? Your mind, you grow. So you can think one thing's important for you, your significant other, spouse, girlfriend, whatever things, especially if you've been with them for a long time, you could think exactly the opposite or something else. So when you start doing one thing, then it goes to two things and three things that you start not doing together. How does that affect your relationship, right? Because it's something you're growing apart from more and more, and then what happens? You start sleeping in different rooms, and you stop fucking, and then when you stop fucking, it's all over.
So you're saying, do I have nostalgia for the stuff I used to do with the ex with the new one?
Correct.
Fuck no, I'm gonna take that one to the restaurants we used to go to. Hopefully that bitch will see us. Like, what the fuck?
I agree
want
with
you
that.
to see us in the club in the fucking section. So this could have been you, bitch. Like,
That's
fuck, what the fuck
That's
am
a
I
different
here for?
perspective.
That's her loss.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, for real. Like,
No,
what
I
the
agree with
fuck?
you.
Yeah, that's good.
I want my ex to see me out,
That's a good
living my
perspective.
best life, doing all the
We
things
were
that
about
I
to
wasn't allowed to
sleep.
do
Yes,
with the
look,
man that
we
loves me
ain't
now.
bitch. Like, for real. Like, bro,
What about you, Bob? What do you think?
I honestly, I agree with him. I think nostalgia is important. Like, let's say, I'll speak on my relationship. Like, we travel, we have like Polaroids and stuff and pictures. It creates those memories, like those good experiences. I look back on it all the time. And I'm like, damn, this is fun. Like, it gives me a good feeling about my relationship. When it comes to having like an ex and that doesn't even cross my mind. Like, it's non-existent.
So you said you go to the same place.
I'm
with
saying,
a new person,
and
and the old relation, the old memories you had in that space are completely erased.
not even thinking about them. Because I'm focused on what's in front of me, you know?
True.
Yeah, like I don't go to a restaurant like with Quan and that I've been to with not even ex, but just like a friend, and I'm not like, oh, I remember the time that I did this with this person. Like even just a friend, like me and my homegirl, I don't even think about that. Like I'm there present in the moment with him, so I'm not even thinking about that. It might pop up in the back of my head, but I'm not sitting there the whole hour and a half we're eating, reliving it. Does that
might
make
be some
sense?
trauma then, because like me, my ex-wife,
Trauma is crazy.
my ex-wife got Guyanese, and like I used to listen to like every function we went to was reggae, dance hall, something like that. I cannot listen to that shit without thinking like,
That's
man,
what
what
I'm
is
talking about.
which Dutty want to know right now?
That's what I'm talking about. Like a song, you know? Like a song that
It just triggers that thought, and I'll sit there with it for a couple. Like I don't let it, you know what I'm saying, disrupt my time.
Yeah.
Right? It's still good music. I still enjoy myself, and I sit there and like my intro into this culture, right, with these signals was her. So like now, like it's kind of like, all right, bet I'm good.
I have a question off of what you just said. If you don't mind me asking, when you said you were married to her, when y'all divorced, is that something that you yourself, y'all separating, divorcing, that whole thing, do you feel like you worked through and resolved like all the emotions? Because I think that's where that's coming from, honestly. As someone who, like I said, I can go somewhere and I don't feel like that. But it's also because in my breakups, I've taken the time to unpack it all. I've accepted it for what it was. And I think that's why I'm kind of like, it doesn't pop up to me.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I said I like I think it's a little
Yeah,
bit trauma, because
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, like I could be in a function and then like some reggae shit going on. I'd be like,
Just kill your whole shit.
to kill your wife.
Just
Kill your
dead.
wife.
I can be with another young lady and we just in there having a good time. And as soon as I'm like, go to bed.
I don't think that it's everything. Like, I'm sure there are some things that like, I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but like, I'm not saying everything I do or everything that we do together, that it doesn't pop up or that I don't think about it, but I also don't let it bother me anymore. Like, it's just like, it happened, it's done. I'm having fun now. I like what I have, so I'm just gonna live. Like, there's no point in me sitting and being sad about it or overthinking it, so to say. I feel like that's like I don't know. You also were married and have children. So like you have a totally, like again, a whole nother perspective on it. I don't have kids and I've never been married. So like we've been dating for 5 months. We're in a very fresh relationship too. So we're still learning about each other and learning.
Well, here's your next. So just to repeat.
Yeah.
So you go to college.
We gotta be there.
But
Exactly.
So that's another question. So if you were to get back with your ex, Well, how would you test the water? So maybe that's a good question for you because it's like, okay, you were dated before, you didn't move forward. Now you want to date again. This is why you broke up. Like, how would you test it? Would you take her to the restaurant and see if she splits the bill, or you take her to dance. Now she dances better. Maybe you didn't like how she danced before. How would you test the water? Think about that. Who wants to take that first? Okay.
I'll go at this first. I actually had this experience with my ex, the one we dated for a long time. When we broke up, we were kind of in a space where we were like trying to talk and maybe see if we can figure it out. And then I had a moment, kind of like you said earlier, I'm sitting there just talking to her, having a general conversation, and I was like, damn, the price done went up. Because I realized, I hate this bitch. Like, she's talking and I'm like, yo, get me the fuck out of here. And that's when I was like, yeah, you can't even, that was me testing the water, so to speak. Just that conversation. How do I feel around you? What's the vibe like? Do I even respect anything you're saying?
Did you smash them? Did you fuck her?
No. After we
like
broke
not
up,
like it last bug, like
not even.
Just skinny a little bit.
I couldn't. Because I realized, bitch, I hate you. So
you're gonna give it a hate fuck.
I don't got it in me. I don't got it in me. I'm a good man.
I would have done it.
I don't got
You would have
it.
done it. You would have done that hate fuck.
Probably because, I was crazy about that big booty Latina chick, that Dora.
The torn.
Yeah, and that big
That's
bitch,
crazy.
she was, she had me mentally because she was different from everybody else. So now every time I see a big booty Latina, my attitude is a little different. But
Then
I
the stars are
can't
hitting.
think they're all full of shit just because of her. But it definitely makes you, I guess, the nostalgia part about it, I guess, I don't know, bro. I guess, I need help because I just don't big booty Latina bitches.
Oh my lord.
He said, I need help.
You should be protected at all costs.
I need some secret service.
All right.
I'm dead.
I do
Bless
agree.
you with big booty.
I do agree. Like I do. Like when I've tested the waters for some, I'll speak about like at a point with my children's mother. Like I would get to a point where like if we're around each other, we fall into the same rut, right? Like I fall back into, even though we're divorced, right? I fall back into the husband, right? Doing all of the things that I'm supposed to do, right? I open the doors, we go out and paying for bills. Like we get back into that rut, and then like just same thing, like we'll jump into a conversation, which is again why I don't think you should get back to it with your ex. To your point, right? We'll jump to a conversation and they'll jump right back to you did this, right? You know what I'm saying? Because like it never really goes, like it just jumps to the subconscious of the head. And it instantly reminds me like, yo, you hate my guts, right? And then I start thinking of, and then it starts right there. And then it reminds me that again, prices done went up, bro. I don't have to deal with this shit. Matter of fact, bro, I'm gonna holler at you. You know what I'm saying? So like to bring everybody's point together, like I think we're in consensus that like it's just not a good thing to get back with your ex.
Agreed.
At all. At all.
I didn't know all four of
But
our
I don't think
perspectives
he
into one.
fully agrees. Maybe the sex got better, you know?
Unless you just want to fuck. Other than that,
The great thing about it is right after
But
you
that's
fuck,
us.
the
That's us.
conversation comes back of like, well, we would be good if you didn't do this, and then like again, we right back in that cycle of
Post
no,
nut
you
clarity.
can say shut up. Because you're not with it. You can just say shut up, bitch. Go home.
Oh, baby, you can't talk to me like that.
Well, you know what I'm saying? If you're not with her no more, just like you had the other ex, will you tell her shit to fuck up and go home?
He ain't gonna be able to talk to me. He has no access to me when we are no longer together. The only reason that him and I remained friends after the first situation is because I told him when we broke up, like, hey, I fucked up by saying yes, I could be your girlfriend because I don't even know what I want right now. That's the only reason. We had good communication from day
that's
one.
some real shit that you
I
can
was-
deal with.
We had good
I
communication from day one.
On both sides.
Yeah.
But women, like I feel like the older I get, when I see women move like that, like to me, that's way. It might hurt in the interim, but like that's way. I can respect that much more than like stringing me along while you want bullshit, wasting
Right.
my time.
That's what I'm saying. Why? I don't even like wasting my own time. And half the time, I don't like hanging out with men anyway. So I'm not going to sit here and waste your time. I can go out and do God knows. I mean, I wasn't doing God knows what, but like just go do whatever I want instead of doing whatever I want while playing around with you. I don't need you. I didn't even know at the time I wanted you. So why waste my time and why waste your time? If he found somebody else in that year we weren't together, then that's God. God didn't want us together. That's fine. But we started over this time as friends and made a friendship. We barely had a friendship the first time we were together.
Okay, but God ain't got you hanging with your hoe ass friends.
I don't got hoe ass friends. I got about
some
2
hoe
of them.
friends. You a bottle girl. There's some bottle girls that's hoes with it. So
They not necessarily your friends, they coworkers.
I was gonna say they coworkers. They coworkers. I don't really hang out with people I work with, so I don't.
All the girls you work with, see this bitch that I don't hang with her.
I'm gonna get fired today.
Man, next week when he
Jerry was talking shit on his podcast. All these guys had her back.
So we'll come to the last topic. I'm going to circle back to trust, financial stability, and sex. Okay. Let me ask you this a different way. Say you trusted the person. We've all said trust, except Mr. Pete. Okay. So, but Pete said trust him. I mean, I know in a relationship you want to trust. You know, so you're the rich guy, so you're not gonna let somebody in the house who's gonna steal all this shit. You come back home and one day the house is empty. But here's my question: what if you found the person with great trust, like man or woman, right? But she or he looked hot, very attractive, but the sex sucked. So either she was a starfish. Yeah, starfish. She lay down like a starfish. That's what a starfish is. Or, on the other way, the woman has to do all the work. Like the guy just, doesn't even go down, right? So let's say it was one or the other.
Well,
but you trust that person. Oh my God, I trust 150%.
there is one situation. Remember when we went to Miami?
Mm-hmm.
And remember I took somebody with me.
Mm-hmm.
And for the, 4 or 5 days we were there, I hated that bitch. I literally, the last day, I put her out of my room. I was like, fuck this, you can't even sleep in my room, fuck you. Go somewhere else. For real, it was bad.
Joe, you would never go back to her, so you're not going back to
But
her.
this is the thing. She and I hung out for an hour the next day, started fucking, and we've been cool ever since. So, but I couldn't stand that bitch. I literally hated her. I was screaming at her at places, leave me the fuck alone. And
But there's a lot of the trust because you didn't trust her, or how does that line up the question of trust?
I don't know. I think it was just, I think she was insignificantly unimportant until she produced something. I mean,
all right, Sean, what do you think? If you were lining up, let's get a woman's opinion. Jerry, what do you think? You trust the person 100%, 150%, extremely attractive. Think about Denzel or whatever you want to think about.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah,
There you
Michael
go.
Jordan. Bulls, 23 Bulls. All right, so, but the sex.
Fucking not the Jordan Bulls.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh shit, Michael B. Jordan. Sorry, yeah, but Michael Jordan.
All right.
That's the B. So you got to put that definitely on the episode. But the sex. You didn't desire, you've had much better before. Would you tell me you actually had much better before? The sex,
I wouldn't tell whoever I'm with, it was better before you, but I'm definitely not going to stay with a man or be with a man, if I'm not enjoying myself. Because then I'm not even going to trust myself if I'm being completely honest. If we trust each other and the sex is bad, man or woman, you're going to go get it from somewhere else. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you have 25 children. I don't care if you're the richest man in the world. That trust is gone.
So now you agree with me.
Yeah.
Sex is most important.
I don't think it's most important. I don't think it's most important, but I do think that it comes to a level where you're like, damn, this sucks, and you're going to go get it from somewhere else.
Now, are we going to entertain the idea that you can coach somebody through sex?
I'm not trying to do all that. We're too old for that.
Put your tongue out and go down and be something like that, right? Or maybe you have a brother husband.
Jesus Christ, Shane.
But
Like on TV somewhere.
you saw it on TV?
Yeah, like this chick had 2 husbands.
Yeah, because I mean,
That's too much.
you don't
I can't
get
deal with
all of
that.
it from one man. You got the trust and the financial stability, and you get the sex from the other. That's a happy relationship.
Yeah, but you also gotta
Just
listen to
2
2 different men.
What?
Isn't it just 2 simps?
What's the sin?
A simp is a weak ass man that's tricking off on females, giving them his money just for time or attention.
Okay.
Yeah, the shit you call
So
it.
Wikipedia? Wikipedia? That's good.
I'm dead.
But, well, yeah, so, okay, so, teach. So,
I'm
we
saying
can
it's an
teach a
option.
man. We can teach
That or you
man,
got
teach a woman.
That or you gotta cheat. Those are your only 2 options. 'Cause
Right.
You ain't always have to cheat.
Women always cheat.
No, I say you don't always have to cheat.
You don't always have to cheat. So what's your opinion, John?
I think it's a hard decision. Like if you talking about
Because you said trust was the worst.
Yeah, you saw
Like she's beautiful, like she's gorgeous. Like
everything is
J-Lo,
perfect. Everything is perfect, but
gorgeous.
like she just
J-Lo gorgeous, she's a fucking eye candy when you take her to the restaurant, everybody looking at her, oh, shout to the side, man. But sex fucking sucked.
I think I'd stay with her. At this big ass age right now, I'd stay with her.
You stay with her.
But I can't. I'm gonna keep it.
So he's a real trust man.
It would be.
So
no,
that's-
I'm just saying where I am right now. I'm a trust man, just because of like what I have going on, right? But like, if it was, it'd be very difficult. Like I would have to. I try to look at my life as like perspective now. Like I'm like a glass half full and a glass half empty type of person now. So like I would be like, all right, man. Like I'm completely rich. Like my family, like my kids are great. My significant other checks every other box except for this small one. Or whatever, like, I ain't gonna lie, man, we finna have
So sex is a small one for you.
now, yes. In my youngers, in my early 30s and 20s, like sex was more important. You know what I'm saying? But like now,
That's stupid.
I'm cool.
What about you, Pete?
We already know what Pete's gonna say, man.
I didn't even hear the question.
What if you trusted the person 150%?
Everything was perfect. She the baddest thing.
Bro, she's like J-Lo, bro. Hot, you know, like Beyonce hot, like, you know.
She just get on top and do some bullshit.
Yeah.
Beyonce was like a man.
But the sex up.
I mean, I wouldn't be with her, and she got all them fucking options of her sex up, but her fucking pussy probably stink. Anything. I mean, like, bro, you gonna have signs before she just got bad pussy. She gonna walk funny or something like that. like she gonna be a fat bitch that thinks she's like,
No, I'm saying she's
no.
J-Lo. Like, she's J-Lo hot. She's got everything. Like Beyonce hot.
J-Lo walk funny, got ugly fucking feet. What do you mean?
Oh God.
Whoa.
You can say that about
Come
Beyonce.
on.
That's his side, bro.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah,
else
she's like,
like this shit.
They like how she did shit. That's it,
J-Lo
bro.
been rolled
I don't
more
think so.
times in Seattle too,
I hope J-Lo don't see this.
Like,
I love dating.
I'm
that,
embarrassed.
but-
I don't want, I mean, girls, like, I mean, teachers always everybody. One person's trash is another man's treasure. But I don't want no bitch that's been rode more times than a fucking horse in a track race. Like, for real. J-Lo
we're
been
not-
fucking all across the country.
Yeah, but the question is, if you had all the trust and you had
But why would you,
but the sex up, like attractive, financially stable,
why would you trust
truthful, but sex up?
anything that emotionally doesn't trust themselves? 1 minute, Edgar Allan Poe once made a quote that said, "A moment of anger will erase a lifetime of love." He was describing a fucking woman. So
he just pulled out Edgar Allan Poe.
it's just like,
To talk about sex.
You are-
like
You are a rare breed, sir.
you like, you,
Lord.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
She gonna get pissed off and then she's gone. Like, what the fuck?
All right, guys. I think this is a wrap. Really appreciate everybody. I think it's a consensus here that you cannot. It's not good to get back with your ex. I think all the guests here agree with that. And then also, the second most important thing in a relationship, the first most important thing is trust. Everybody here said trust is most important. Sex is up there, but you gotta trust first. If you love them, you gotta trust them. If you lust them, you don't need trust. That's it, guys. Tune in for episode 1 and wait for episode 2 next week.
Yeah.